Good morning. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? My name is Gabby. My name is Gabriela Lopez. Welcome to our group. We're so excited that you are here. Some of you already started your workouts yesterday. I think some of you actually started on Sunday night as soon as you received the list, which is amazing. So it doesn't matter when you start as long as you start. I actually started my first accountability group, online accountability group, this month, 6 years ago. So I've been a coach for 6 years now. I can't believe it. Or I should say, my hair is messy. At the end of this month, I became a coach. I was first a challenger. So today I just want to share with you guys just the things that are working for me for over a year now to lower the anxiety. Some of you know that I suffer from anxiety, and that actually came knocking at my door about 2017, because guess what, you guys, your body will let you know that something's up, that you need to slow down and that you need to pay attention to yourself. It will surface somehow. And so mine came knocking in 2017 and I ignored it. Fast forward 2018, in about, I want to say May or June, it came knocking again. And at that point, I didn't know what it was. I actually thought that it was related to, I thought I was dying, literally, right? Because, I'm black or white, never in the middle. So I thought something was terribly wrong with me. And I started going to doctors, to the cardiologist, to neurologist, you name it, I was there. I never knew that anxiety can actually come in, have symptoms, physical symptoms. And so that's when my journey started. Fast forward in July of 2018, my mother had a stroke. And as you can imagine, my anxiety went through the roof. I did not start dealing with it until maybe November of that year of 2018. And ever since, I have found a system that works for me. And so I'm going to share that with you. However, I think that everyone has to find, something that works for them. You can see if the things, the routine that I implemented works for you. You can maybe pick a couple of the things that I do and try them out and see if that helps you, or find the things that help you. Okay. So the first thing that I started to do, even before I met my therapist, because therapy is a blessing, you guys. So if you are dealing with anxiety, even before, this whole virus situation, then it's necessary for you to find someone that can help you through this process, to help you find the techniques to help lessen those. So basically, before I found my therapist, I started practicing things that made me feel better, that helped me lessen the anxiety. And so I'm going to show you what I do in the morning. And if I can't do it in the morning because it's hectic, I try to do it, in the early afternoon. Doesn't matter. I get it done. All right. So I start with my journal. I start with my devotional, which is the Jesus Calling devotional. And it's pretty much, it's by Sarah Young, and you can find it on Amazon. I'm going to read today's to you at the end. But basically, it's as if Jesus is talking to you. And it's, verses from the Bible. And it feels as if he's here talking to me. So I start with my devotional. I then do some journaling. This one is by Start Today. Guys, you don't even have to buy any of these. You can pick a notebook and write these things out. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the inside. If you can see, the top is gratitude, right? So write 5 things that you're grateful for that day. Then the next section is 10 dreams that you made happen. And this you write out in the present form, in the present tense, excuse me. And then the bottom one is the one thing that you're going to do, that you're going to achieve first. So I feel that the gratitude, even if you start with the gratitude first, you guys, again, notebook, 5, 10 gratitudes every day. What that does is that you start to look for the blessings in the day. You start to search for those. So as opposed to always just focusing on the negative and the bad things that are happening, you start to really focus on all the great things that are happening, because there are great things that are happening, like this amazing group, right? And so, and they can be little things, big things, that doesn't matter. 2 days ago, one of the things I put down was waffles and coffee, right? It can be a big thing, you guys. It can be, being healthy through this season. It can be anything you want it to be. And then the 10 dreams, that is in the present form, because if you say, I am healthy and strong and I ran a marathon, your mind starts to search for ways to make that happen. So what do you need to do in order to make that happen? And then, that's eating healthy and drinking the water and sleeping and keeping the anxiety down and eating a healthy food. Did I say that? Right? Signing up for a 3K, etc. And then the last one is, what are you going to achieve first? And for me, that never changes. For me, the goal I am going to achieve first is always having time with God. And that never changes, because I strive to make that happen, because he centers me and, it gives me peace. And so that's what I do. And then I also read the Bible. Right now I'm reading Psalms. And so, you can start wherever. You can start at the beginning. You can start with Psalm, which is amazing. And I'm reading 1 a day. So 1 chapter a day. And then I included these. Again, this is optional. These are things that I do on a weekly basis. My sister gave me this one. This is the weekly project, the weekly prayer project. And it's a guided way to pray. And this one is the weekly faith project. In this season, I think we need it the most. Again, it's guided, and there's a Bible verses that you look up, and then you write. This one I just started, but basically, there's something you read and then you journal. All right. What else helps me, you guys? Drinking chamomile tea. This one is a big one for me. Just a few days ago, when we were setting up this group, when was that? Monday or Sunday? Excuse me. On Sunday night, I believe it was Sunday. I can't remember when it was, but whenever we set this group up, it was Monday. So basically, that day my anxiety was at its highest. And I had my husband prepared me a tea, and it really relaxes me. So try it, right? It can be any brand, obviously. Water is important. You have to hydrate. Our bodies are made up of 80% water. And so a lot of the aches and pains we feel is because we're not hydrated. So make sure you're hydrating. Take your weight, divide that by 2, and drink that amount in ounces. All right. Feed your body wholesome foods. We're going to have some amazing coaches come on and talk about that this week. And also we have psychotherapists, you guys, on our team who are also willing to come on here and share some techniques on how to keep the anxiety down for kids and for us adults. I'm just sharing what works for me, and I hope that that is helpful. Find the things that, are helpful to you. Again, like I said, I see a therapist, and also my working out. Guys, when I work out, it burns that energy, that unwanted energy. And a lot of the times, right, the anxiety is because we're worrying about the future. And so I'm going to leave you with today, March 18th, devotional. Trust me one day at a time. This keeps you close to me, responsive to my will. Trust is not a natural response, especially for those who have been deeply wounded. My spirit within you is your resident tutor, helping you in this supernatural endeavor. Yield to his gentle touch. Be sensitive to his prompting. Exert your will to trust me in all circumstances. Don't let your need to understand distract you from my presence. I will equip you to get through this day victoriously as you live in deep dependence on me. Tomorrow is busy worrying about itself. Don't get tangled up in its worry webs. Trust me one day at a time. And then it lists the psalm, and it's Psalms 84:12 and 1 Corinthians 6:19, Jeremiah 17:7, Matthew 6:34. You can expand the reading on that. Guys, I'm gonna go press play. Have a wonderful day. We're so excited to have you here. It's already like 70 something of us. Let's continue to share this group because working out is going to help us fight anxiety. Let's go.